Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your September 2025 reading. My name is NiJiLL and you have found alchemy. Okay, now, I don't know if you listened to your fall 2025 reading, but it's up and it will cover 3 months, loosely cover 3 months. It'll summarize certain aspects of your whole fall with your overarching energy. I do guide you to watch that because I am going to summarize this pull in the middle, but I go into more detail there. But I am going to summarize. This is from that reading. As promised, each month I will pull the stack from each month and build a larger reading around it. Okay. Okay. So with that said, let's summarize this. I did come across something very interesting in this reading, and I don't want to jump too far ahead, but you know, we'll come back to that. Okay. Now, this card is a card that you pulled more than once on more than one occasion. I believe you pulled this in your spring reading as well. This is called time. And to reiterate just a little bit, and I think it's important because of what I'm going to tell you in a little bit about how something ties in with this. It's very strange. Okay. And I'm glad that this happened because there's a reason for everything. Okay. So this is an alternative version of the Hermit card, which is Virgo Mercury energy. It is called time. And it is taken from a painting, and I'm going to, hey guys, quiet. I'm going to reiterate a little bit because I think it really matters. It is, I'm sorry, I'm babysitting a dog, and with my dogs, it's always a problem. But so this is taken from a painting entitled Saturn Devouring His Children, and it came out twice for you in two different readings and 2 different seasons. Okay, so you have this card again. I'm going to throw this card up with the original Hermit card so you can see the difference. It is so different, right? Same number, same major arcana, just very different. And this could be fear, fear of anything, fear of a parent in general, fear of the past, fear of making similar mistakes as a parent has made. But there is a parent focus here, right? And this obviously isn't a very good feeling. It's not a good indicator. However, like I pointed out, the other cards that you have pulled are really good. So it's quite interesting, right? So you have this, and you also have the 9 of Pentacles. And as I said in your other reading, Venus and Virgo energy, and being that Virgo keeps coming out, this could be a timing thing as well for Virgo season, okay? But you have, this is independence. It's a gift. It's something that you've earned by yourself, something that, it's a gift from the universe. It could be a blessing. It could be a job opportunity. It could be a raise. It could be just recognition. But there's some sort of earthly reward here, if that makes sense. And it is coming to you because you've earned it. It's a very positive card, and it's coupled with the next card that comes out. It's an amazing thing because this is the card of manifestation, Sun in Aries, 3 of Wands, So you have the manifestation. You have a manifestation that's headed towards you here in September. But there's this thing. And I don't know whether it's all in your head. I don't know whether a parent comes and sort of tries to do something to take you down a few notches, or whether this person lives rent free in your head in the background. Like, I'm not really sure what's going on here, but you have really good things headed towards you. You also have the Page of Pentacles here in reverse. This is Mercury and Taurus energy. We did go into the symbolism on these cards. I'm not going to go into it now, but you know, this is a rejection of something. Now, it could be something you've missed. It could be a in my opinion, you're rejecting one thing in lieu of another. And I think the Page is pretty weak. This is also is an earthly thing. A Page of Pentacles is pretty weak energy, right? It's new energy. It could grow into something, but it's not there yet. But I have to tell you, with all this other energy, plus these two cards coming in, you have the Knight of Wands and this Venus card, right? And we know Venus is love, but it's also our money. And I have to tell you, I really think this is an exciting offer for you here. You have an exciting offer on the table, right? The Knight of Wands is Mars and Sagittarius energy, excitement, passion, adventure. So a Knight of Wands definitely trumps a Page of Pentacles. There's just no doubt about it. And this is some sort of offer that you are saying yes to. Yes, yes, yes. As you can see, there is that undertone of this that we don't really understand quite yet. But as I mentioned in your fall reading, September is a power month for you. That was the month that came out as a power month. Sometimes power months are amazingly easy and wonderful. Sometimes they're very hard, but when we come out of them, we're like, wow, that was hard, but look what I got out of it. I got all this out of it. So it's a power month. Nonetheless, you have two number 9s here, and that means you're almost nearing a culmination. You're almost leveling up. There is something, okay? And when we add this up and we break it down, we get your energy, which is Jupiter. Jupiter is a power planet for you, right? So it's expansion, it's luck, it's Sagittarius, generally. I mean, it just is. So with that in mind, with that summary in mind, we're just going to go forward now. So we have the moon. The moon is Cancerian energy. We do have the full moon in Pisces here in September, and it is coupled with an eclipse, and that is on September 7th, and that is still Virgo season. So you have that triple thing going on. The only warning here is to avoid making major decisions, right? Embrace change. And there isn't going to be an opportunity to reflect and release. And this could be something you're dragging around with you here. It could be, right? Definitely something here. You have these two cards here. One is fly and one is egg. The fly, it says a period of ill health, depression. I do believe that there is something going on here that may cause you, hold on one second, let me refocus this, that may cause you to have that undertone. But there's so many good things going on here, because look, it says success is assured with good plans and hard work. And man, you've put your good plans, you have put hard work into something. You're getting a payoff here. There is an undertone of something going on. And I think it might have something to do with a parent. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you do have here scorched earth. So the scorched earth is a sort of earth fire combination, right? You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and there's that Virgo again, right? Because you are obviously a fire sign. So there is a fire earth collaboration here. What do you get when you mix fire with earth? You get scorched earth. That's what you get. This could be good. It could be challenging. I don't know. It's sort of a puzzle. Let's just keep this here. You do have here the maze. And yeah, the maze mind it's a lot. It's somebody that is dealing with a lot. It's somebody that has a lot on their mind at all times. It is someone that may have a face that looks one way, but behind that face, behind those eyes, there is a lot happening. And a maze could be very confusing. It could be a very confusing time. Here is the card of anxiety. This could be you or someone around you. Someone is feeling a lot of anxiety. This could be an undertone. It could be an undertone. Very quizzical. See how you have something good mixed with this undertone. Something great mixed with this undertone. All right. Plus, we do know the moon energy can be that way, right? It could be very, you know, what looks like one thing during moonlight is very different when the sun comes out. You do have cougar here. It says leadership. It says you have come into your own power. And I do believe that here with the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong, using the power of intentions. Be clear with your purpose and define where you are heading. Cougar. Leadership. This could be a work situation. This could be any kind of situation. It is definitely something positive, and I can't say it enough. There is something very positive going on, and there is an undertone of something else. You have here clouds, and this is distractions. Yeah, I mean, I would say so. You have this great stuff going on, and you're distracted by something. There is something that you are distracted by here, for sure. It does say planner, and it says take financial inventory and see what needs changing. So make plans. It doesn't have to be about money, but this should be a planning stage for you. It should be some sort of planning stage, especially during Virgo time. Virgos are that energy is very good for planning and organizing. Okay, and here you have I am intelligent. It says you have a great ability to take in and process information, both conscious and subconscious. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. And I am intelligent, and this is number 25, which breaks down to a number 7, and that is Piscean energy. And Piscean energy is confusing energy. Neptune can be wonderful, flowery, beautiful, but it could also be extremely confusing back and forth energy. Here we go. You have pulled, and I am glad I do all the shuffling and the pulling on camera, because you could slow that down and see this came out by itself. And here we have the Father, and I have to tell you, this card does not come out often. But what did we say? Mercury devouring his children. And here I said it could be a parent. Now, it doesn't have to be a father for all of you. Nothing is true for all of you. It's a parent. There's a parent energy here. Now, this parent could be your parent. It could be someone that you were married to. It could be somebody that you are married to. It could be somebody that you had a child with that you're not married to. But there's a parent involved in this in some way. And for many of you, it has something to do with being a father or having a father or dealing with a father figure. Okay. And here we go with the blurry camera again. Okay. So this is what I wanted to talk about before. You see how it is in reverse, right? Now, I am going to actually pull the book out. I very, very rarely do this, but I really wanted you to see something, okay? The Father is very masculine, obviously, energy. It's the sun energy, right? So what did I say? Something about the moon being, extremely, it's difficult to see in the moonlight, see things accurately. The sun comes out here. This is the sun, but it is in reverse, right? So here it says, the Father, the great Father, met the masculine, the protector, but it's in reverse. It says, the Father resides in the central axis of the archetypical family. The Father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine. And in reverse, this is dark, okay? Thus, he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty in reverse. Don't forget, okay? I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I have to tell you, here at the bottom, it says, when light, it is supportive and strategic and regal and kind, but when dark, meaning when in reverse, disappearing, disappointing, devastated, failure. Even more interesting, it says, go deeper. Saturn devouring his sun. I shit you not. I'm putting this up on the screen. I'll take a picture of it. I'll throw it up there for you to see. Very strange. I didn't even notice this in the past because this card has been coming up a lot. And it's just weird that you pulled this card, and it's in it's the dark, disappearing, disappointing. Now this could be, like I said, someone that you've had a child with. It could be someone, it could be a parent. For many of you it is. Fascinating that this came out yet again. Saturn devouring his children. It's a mythological story about a prophecy that's, Saturn wanted to stop. He believed one of his children was going to overthrow him, so he started eating them. And the mother protected one child who she favored and hid that child. And that child was Zeus. And yes, Zeus ended up overthrowing him. However, interesting, right? With the painting and everything. Very interesting turn of events. I've just found that fascinating. Okay, so here you have your 3 legs. This is your 3 legs for your month. And like I always say, they can come in order or they can come out of order. So don't get too hung up on timing because it's going to be different for each Sagittarius, okay? So with that said, let's go to your first leg. Your first leg you have, and it doesn't really surprise me, you have the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups is Jupiter and Pisces energy. This is the wish card, right? It's an accomplishment. It's a wish. It's whatever was up here, that 9 of Pentacles, that 3 of Wands, that offer, that it's just really positive, great energy, right? And it would not surprise me, of course, if you had some strange energy mixed with it, because that seems to be the thing. Let's see. Let me see if I can... Yep. You have the Judgment card. And, the Judgment card here is pure Pluto energy. And the universe is inviting you to something big. The universe is asking you to level up. There is something here that you're using your judgment about, okay? And it is accurate. It is, listen, this is a major arcana, very accurate card. It's rebirth for sure. Yeah, the universe is inviting you. This is an invitation from God, from your angels, from the universe, whatever it is you believe in, something bigger. What did I say? That page energy was too small. There's something bigger, right? And here it is, something bigger. And here it is. You have another major arcana. You have Justice. And this is a pure Libran energy, right? Deciding. This could be you deciding something about your past. It could be. Was that fair treatment? Was it not fair treatment? This could be a legal situation that hangs in the balance. There's something hanging in the balance. Could be weighing your consequences and your actions, right? Trying to figure out what it is, because that a sideways card of my reading, always a decision you have to make. A decision about what's fair, right? What's fair. It could be a legal decision that you're waiting for. It could be. You do have the Knight of Swords coming in reverse. The Knight of Swords is Uranus and Gemini. And I always look at these like they're speed cards, right? In many ways. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck, right? He draws a sword and he doesn't even think about it most of the time. He just takes off. When this card is in reverse, something has grinded down to a halt, right? There is something that has stopped. It is slowing down. It is not, this could be you not making a decision. This could be you just saying, wait a minute, I don't know what to do. But I'm going to wait and see. And the undertone is procrastination. And, you have the procrastination card as an undertone. So it is something that you keep putting off, right? It's something I was going to readjust the camera, but it adjusted itself. It's a decision. A decision's important here. You keep putting something off. You're procrastinating. It seems very important, at least to you. It seems very confusing, at least temporarily. Solving problems quickly, thinking on your feet would be a Mercury energy. And guess what? When we add this up and we break it down, Mercury comes out. So there is Mercury. You are Mercury driven in many, many ways. Okay. Not as much as Gemini, not as much as Virgo, but you are Mercury driven. The bottom line is that Mercury wants you to solve problems quickly, think very clearly, think on your feet, communicate what you need to communicate and move on. So you have something pushing you to do that, but you are putting the brakes on for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it is an uncomfortable situation for you. Maybe you just don't know what's going to happen with that sideways card. I don't know. But you are slowing down a little bit here. Now, you have, this doesn't surprise me. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can pick this up. You have the Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. This always represents the past. It represents our childhoods. There's a theme going on here, Sagittarius, right? So this is Sun in Scorpio energy. You could have the past could be heavily on your mind, right? A parent could be heavily on your mind. A child in your life could be heavily on your mind. There is something to do with that here, okay? Something to do with that here. Now, you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is pure fire energy. It's excitement. It is a brand new start with something. Would not surprise. Yep. I was going to say, would not surprise me if there was something negative mixed in with this, because look, you have these great cards, right? You have the Wish card, which is an amazing card, but you have this other thing sprinkled in here, right? You have these great cards and you have that thing in the background, right? You have thinking about the past, but you have the Ace of Wands, which is, hey, I'm getting excited about this new thing. But look, you have the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Wands here in reverse. And the Eight of Wands is Mercury and Sagittarius. Slowing down, not moving forward. Could be delays, could be obstacles, could be. Or it could just be you procrastinating. It could be you not moving forward with something, okay? But you do have here the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is Saturn and Sagittarius, and you could just be tired. You could be tired of holding a certain determined position. There is something else going on here, but I'm telling you, this Six of Cups is your past, and there could be something popping up from your past, something renting room in your head from your past, but the undertone here is letting go. All right, that is the undertone here. You need to let go of something from the past. Oh my God, this is so clear. And what's fascinating here, we add this up and we break it down, we get Mercury again. Thinking clearly, getting that, thinking clearly, communicating clearly. You have two number 8s, okay? You take 2 steps forward, 1 step back with this situation. But you have, the odd thing is, no matter what pile we look at, we didn't look at this pile yet. No matter what pile we look at, you have something really good going on, but you have that thing in the background that's really rather strange. Talk about bad things going on in the background. Look at this. There is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is Saturn and Libra energy. At the very least, this is disappointment, right? But this could be pain from your past that involved 3 people, all right? Could be something that involves 3 people as we speak. I don't know, but there is something here, and I mean, there is obviously something painful here, okay? But look, I mean, it's almost like you could do this blind, right? You have something positive and it is something negative. You have something negative and here's the positive. You have the King of Wands. This is Sun in Leo. This is what? It's leadership. You may be doing really well with money, with work. You may have an opportunity to take the lead. The King of Wands is really good energy. It's exciting energy. It's a step up from the Knight of Wands. That's for sure, right? So you're leveling up and you're doing something wonderful, but there is an undertone here, and you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is deception. Deception. I mean, it could be looked at as strategy, but I can't help but think that there's something going on here with this Three of Swords that you feel deceived. You feel like you've been lied to. Maybe it's something from your past. Maybe it's something from your past bubbling up. Maybe somebody triggered you. You know how sometimes somebody could do something to you and it triggers something inside you from your childhood and you're like, I don't like that feeling. I remember that feeling. That's a bad feeling, right? Because here you have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is Mars and Gemini energy. Back to that anxiety, right? Something's causing you anxiety, but the undertone here, you have the King of Wands, which is Sun in Leo, and you have the undertone here, which is the card of courage. And you have, this breaks down to a number 3, this courage card, and that is Jupiter energy. So once again, no matter how we look at it, it is, it's, there's a hair in the potato salad. The potato salad is amazing. Whether you like potato salad or not, this is the kind of culinary masterpiece that anyone would eat. Amazing. But somebody found a hair in it. Kind of, there's something going on that's underneath it. And like I said, this could be something from your past for sure. But when we add this up and we break it down, this is Uranus energy, Aquarius energy, right? What is Uranus energy? It's unexpected. It's something unexpected that happens. Maybe it's something unexpected that gets triggered inside you for sure. This is one thing we forgot to do here. You have these waves, and the waves are carrying you from one place to another. But more than that, that is Piscean energy. Neptune, confusion. This is a no. There is a no answer on the table. That no answer could be you rejecting something, saying no, not today. The letters you have here are Z, M as in Mary, X, and C. Now, the X could be something that you have X'd out of your life. You X'd it out a long time ago. Maybe it's resurfacing. Could be, okay? Could be someone's initials. Could be a city. Could be a street name, okay? Could be a company, anything like that. Just keep an open mind when it comes to this stuff here, for sure. Let's see. Let's look at your challenges. Okay, yeah. You have the Eight of Wands again. You had the Eight of Wands where? Right here. Or when I said it's kind of like a stall, an obstacle. Here it is. Instead of jumping over the fence nice and clean like that, you are busy looking back over your shoulder. And it's creating an obstacle. It's creating an obstacle. You have the Queen of Swords here in reverse. The Queen of Swords is Saturn in Libra energy. That's Mercury in Sagittarius, by the way. And this is male or female. This is either a parental figure or it is an authority figure, okay? And I say that only because of the color of the hair. This is somebody older than you, right? It doesn't have to be a lot older than you. Could be. If it's a parent, obviously, it's a lot older than you. You know, you can't get hung up on the sexes, but the Queen of Swords is someone with a sharp tongue, somebody who may not handle their emotions very well, someone who can be very cutting with their mouth, okay? Somebody who isn't very easy to deal with. And you have the Tower, and the Tower is Mars and Aries energy. Could be Scorpio too, depending on what book you want to read. But we know what the Tower is, right? Something crumbling. It's shock. It's changing the way you think about someone, maybe changing the way you think about something. It's a faulty foundation. It's something crumbling to the ground. Wow. When we said September is a power month for you, it's a power month for you. And it may not seem like anything positive is happening, but that's just the weird thing. There's so much positive energy, but it's mixed with something else. It's mixed with something that you need to sort through, right? You just need to sort through it. Very weird. When we add this up and we break this down here, we get Venus energy again. Taurus, Libra energy. You know, love, money, either or. Right? For some of you, this could be an authority figure at work that triggers memories about a parent. It could be something triggered inside you. This could be literally about a parent. This could be literally about you as a parent. There's something weird going on with a parent, right? And for many of you, it has something to do with a father figure. Now, wow. So these are your opportunities. All of them are in reverse. What does that tell me? Your opportunity lies in your past. There's something that you need to put to rest. You need to put it to rest. You do have the 10 of Pentacles here in reverse. 10 of Pentacles, Mercury and Virgo energy, reassessing something. Reassessing traditional values, perhaps. Breaking free from expectations. Could be parental expectations. You're breaking free of something that's had a grip on you for a very long time. You have the 9 of Wands in reverse, just like here, again. So you have the Nine of Wands here in reverse again. Saturn and Sagittarius, releasing past resentments. There's a lot of, we talked about release up here. I think it was about the eclipse around that time, that moon, right? It was a time for Sagittarius to release something. But here you do. Here you have it, right? Releasing past resentments, releasing past expectations. The Six of Swords in reverse. Mercury and Aquarius energy. There's a halt. Remaining where you are, but remaining very strong where you are. There is an opportunity to stay somewhere and yet be very strong within that staying, right? You're releasing something. You're staying grounded. That is a grounded energy. If you're staying here, that is earth-based, even though it's air because it's swords. If you notice, the Six of Swords is very watery, right? But here on this side, this is earth, right? This is you staying where you are, staying put, not setting forth, not going somewhere else, not starting over, right? But when we add this up and we break it down, we get Neptune again. Neptune again. There is a Neptunian energy undertone to this whole reading, right? Confusion, illusion, and the releasing of something that you thought was one thing. Definitely something to do with an authority figure or a parental figure here, for sure. Definitely. So let's do your numerology. When we add all the numbers up in this reading and we break them down, we get Mercury, which is Virgo, Gemini energy. What did I say? Thinking very clearly, very important. Very important for you, okay? Communicating very clearly, very important for you. The number 9 came out the most in this reading, which is Mars. Mars, it's a fire sign, but it's obviously the father of all the fire signs. Mars, Aries energy. It is the planet of war. It is the planet of aggression. It is the planet of achievement, for sure. There's a lot of there's passion there, assertiveness. The sign that came out the most in this reading was Virgo, which is Mercury based. Again, the planet that came out the most, Mercury, Virgo, Gemini energy. So you have Mercury times 3, spirit tripling down on that, and you have that Mars energy. Pretty fascinating. I don't think you're going to remember to do this, but man, if you could come back to me at the end of the month and let me know what the heck this is, what this was for you, I would really appreciate it. Definitely. Especially because this card doesn't come out very often at all. So it means something. And it means something because it's tied together with that painting. So weird. So weird. All right. I wish you nothing but the best. I will see you next time, Sagittarius. Namaste.